Hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right, I just put the cookies in the oven like 7 minutes ago. So I have to keep my eye on this clock for a minute because they're not done yet. And I need to be able to go back and get them out of the oven because I don't want my cookies to be burned. That would be terrible. Like, not a tragedy exactly, but yeah, it would be sad to have burned cookies. Hey, Tina. Hey, Mika. Mika, happy birthday. Mika, I've got your cookies in the oven. 3. I only have 3 because I maybe already ate like 4. I mean, I had to test them, right? Hey, Mika, happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. All right, Mika, we're not going to ask you how old you are because that's rude. But happy birthday. I'm so sad that you and your husband had to change your plans. I don't know what this storm is that you're talking about. We have blue skies here. I mean, it's super windy, but totally blue skies. All right, Tina's going to make cookies in the first sprint. I am cooking. Are you making chocolate chip cookies? That's what I've got in the oven right now. Hang on. Let me run and check them. I'll be right back. Oh no! They're in that weird phase where it's like any second now they could be done, and in the next second they could be burned. I just posted in the Facebook group. Ooh, ooh, well, hang on a second. Wait a second. Just post, yes, chocolate chip. Okay, me too. Mika. Got it. Hang on. Switching profiles. Huh. Dun, 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 dun. Storm Polly. Yeah, I don't know what this storm is. We're not having a storm here at all, but it has been like, oh my God, hang on, let me go back and get the cookies. Ooh, I saved them. I saved them. They are perfect. All right. Remember, we wanted to go to a festival this weekend to see our friends in concert. Yes, yes, yes. Friend Thomas. Oh my gosh. Friend Thomas is the singer, and I just learned he was diagnosed with throat cancer, which was removed immediately. Okay, good. It'll be a good many months before it's safe, yeah, to sing again. I may or may not have bought 14 ebooks as a consolation birthday gift for myself. Oh, wow. But your friend Thomas, he thinks he will be able to like sing and talk and everything, like he'll have the same voice, even though whatever they had to do to remove the cancer, the malignant cells, he thinks he can still have a great voice and everything. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because it's tricky. Because a singer, you don't want to take too much because it might damage them, but you gotta get it all. Oh, all right. Well, fingers crossed for him. I'm glad it was removed. Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't. I'm sorry that you couldn't say you had to miss the concert. I'm sorry that you couldn't say you had to miss the concert. I'm sorry that you had to miss the concert. I feel like I can't read anymore. Oh my goodness. I'm going to start making the cookies now. Yeah, you better start mixing it up because I'm about to eat mine during the first sprint. Oh my gosh. So Tina, I today have been working on a video for you, the mid-year book freak out tag. Yeah, I'm going to tag you. I might tag Mika, probably going to tag Kenny too. Here we go. I'm sorry that he couldn't sing and you had to miss the concert. Yes, that makes more sense. I was like, I don't know what I'm reading right now. He's been having problems with his throat for years, and we always thought it was because he was singing so much and he really belts it out. And maybe like singing in clubs with all the smoke, that would like affect your throat too. For me, yes, Tina, I'm making it for you. And I am going to tag you in it. I don't know if I can fulfill that tag. You can. I think you can. I mean, some of the questions are hard, not hard, but like, I'm not ready to make these kinds of decisions yet. Yeah, I did have to do some thinking. So you'll have to do some thinking. I'm going to tag you. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Mika, do you make videos on YouTube? Do you do like the tag videos? Because I'll tag you too. He's a smoker, and it's not good for a singer. Although I think some singers like it because it gives them like that raspy voice that they like. I don't know. Like who? Like who has a raspy voice? Carly Simon? I don't know. I am starting Death by Chocolate today. I absolutely am. Are you? No videos for me. Okay. All right. I won't tag you then. We'll see if Kenny comes. I might tag Kenny. I don't know. I think Kenny did. I don't know. I'll have to look and see. I feel like Kenny might do videos, but I don't really know. This festival would. Yeah, Death by Chocolate for the first sprint. All right, cool. But then I'm going to continue. Oh, okay. So I hate to ask this because I kind of don't want to know. How are you liking Outlander? Oh my gosh, it would have been their 21st anniversary of like singing. Oh no, of singing or of like 25th like wedding anniversary. The 25th anniversary of the band? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. It makes me like relieved because if you're like it now, it's only going to get better. Whereas if you were like, yeah, I'm not really liking it, I'd be like, oh, it's going to get better. So just hang in there. 25 years of touring and singing. Yeah, that's going to take a toll on your voice. So yeah, maybe he would not have known to go and get checked, have his throat checked for any kind of problem, right? Because he just thinks, oh, I've just been overusing my voice. Well, I hope they got it all. I hope it's like stage 0, like I hope it's like very, very, very treatable with like a minimal of invasion, right? All right, I read the first 100 pages before, so I'm restarting it. Okay, good. You're on page 40. All right. Have they gotten to the part where they're in, I can't remember the name of the town they're in, not Aberdeen. Maybe Aberdeen. I don't know, where they go on their like honeymoon. Are they on their honeymoon yet? There's so much depth and foreshadowing already. I know. And there's something that happens in the very first book that even now at book 9 has not been explained. And I'm so like curious if it's ever going to be explained or if it was just this like random thing that she stuck in book 1 that like is just a random thing. Like it's never explained. So yeah, I have no idea. They're at this woman's house. She's getting her tea leaves and her palm read. Okay, that's a good. Ooh, oh my gosh, it's just so good. It's just so good. I'm not sure if I want to read or if I want to write a blog post and Instagram book for my book haul. How many books do you have on your book haul? I feel like you're always writing. You do a lot of writing of these. Well, you're a great writer. Maybe you'll write for one, read for one, write for one, read for one. I don't know. Tina's going to make cookies and read Death by Chocolate for the first one. I'm going to read Death by Chocolate and eat my cookies for the first one. And then I'm probably going to keep reading Death by Chocolate, because here's what I have learned about myself in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, as I've been trying this audiobook experiment. It's not for me. It might be for me, because I do like, especially, so Demon Copperhead is the book that we read for book club, my book club this month, that's meeting on Saturday. And it's the one that's like 21 hours long on the Audible, but the book itself is something like, I don't know, 600, 700 pages long, something like that. It's super long. So I started it earlier, and I was like, you know what? Since it's so long, let me do an audiobook, right? So I started doing an audiobook. I can't do it. I kept all the time. I would like listen to it for a while, and then I don't know. I would have to keep rewinding because my brain was like not paying attention to it, and then, like, every time I had, like, when I was even paying attention, I'd be like, okay, I have to stop and move on to my next thing. Every time I came back, I was like, okay, let me rewind like 30 seconds and just like refresh where I am. And I would listen to it and I'd be like, nothing. I don't know what's going on. And so I'd go 30 seconds more, nothing. There were times I had to go back like 3 chapters before I finally got to a part that I remembered. And so I was like, I mean, about halfway through Demon Copperhead, I was like, this was a mistake, because I can't, one, it's taking me so long to do it. And two, I'm like having a hard time following it. So it was a failure for me on Demon Copperhead, the audiobook. But I really liked I listened to a memoir on Audible, and I really like that because I like to hear like the person talking about their own life in their own words. So maybe that's what I need to do. I just need to stick to memoirs for audiobooks. I don't know. Add the sugar to the butter. Are you using the recipe in Death by Chocolate, or are you using your own recipe? Okay, Mika got 12 books in English, a few in German, and don't have English translations. How many books total did you get? Maybe you try an easier book with audio, like a rom-com or something. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I feel like even with a rom-com, I want to be able to remember everything and what's going on, and I don't want to have to keep like rewinding all the time. The only thing I didn't like about the audiobook when I listened to the memoir is that the author sometimes said these really deep, like insightful things. And if I had been reading the book, I would have like marked it and highlighted it as like a quote that I would want to write down and remember. And yeah, like it's hard to bookmark. But now I've figured out how to bookmark. So I feel like I can kind of solve that problem a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes people only listen to certain books on audio, like nonfiction or romance. Yeah, I feel like if anything, it might be nonfiction that I listen, and it might be memoirs, especially now that I know how to bookmark. And like I'll hear something really, really interesting that I want to hear again, and I'll like rewind 30 seconds and then stick a bookmark. Now, I haven't gone back to find the bookmarks yet. Like, I don't know how easy or hard that is, but at least I know how to sort of do it, and I can save stuff that I think is important to go back to. I'm using a modified Nestle Toll House recipe. I prefer more brown sugar for white sugar. That's really the only modification. Yeah, and I prefer to use about half the sugar that they say in the recipe. Because even the ones I made today are just a little bit too sweet. Can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah. Mika got 17 books. Are these like some of these are your ebooks that you bought for your birthday consolation prize? Also, normally so much more vanilla extract, but we're running out, so that's not happening. You know what? I'm not even putting vanilla extract in my cookies anymore. It's too sweet. I don't know. I think I moved to Portugal and like I love sweet things, but so for some reason it's all so sweet for me now. I don't know. All right, Mika originally got 14 ebooks, but then 3 more caught my eye. Yeah, wow. The wet ingredients are done. I'm going to start the dry ingredients. All right. It's going to go fast from now on. Okay, Mika, have you decided what you're going to do? Blog post, reading, Instagram? I feel like you want to do your book haul, your Instagram book haul, because like it's so exciting. You just got all of these books and you want to like share them and talk about them. So that if I had to guess, I'm going to say Mika's going to do book haul. I think I'll do the blog post. I'm a bit too shook to read, I think. All right. All right. So what should we do? Should we do 40 minutes for our first sprint? 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes would be good because I'll get us like just about to 6 o'clock. That's a good time. That gives Mika, that gives you a pretty good amount of time to work on a blog post. And Tina can finish her cookies and I can get a good start on this book. 40 minutes? Okay, Tina's in for 40. Let me set my alarm. Clock. Timer. 8, 9, 40. All right, so if we start right now, it gets us like 2 minutes before the hour. So maybe we'll do 42 minutes. How about that? That gets us back right at 6 o'clock or on the hour. So depending on where you are. Mika, I think for you it's 7 o'clock. And Tina, for you, it's what, like 1 o'clock. All right. I will see you guys on the hour. Put this in the banner. Start. Okay. Hello, hello. All right. I saw Catherine was here and Kenny is here. All right. I don't know where to go back to. Okay, Kenny. Have we started? Yes, I started. And I think Tina started. Tina, did you start Death by Chocolate? Maybe. And hand stitching a long crazy quilt style vest with a selection of purple fabrics. Can't join the chat. Participating in a slow drawing session. Post a photo of my hand stitching later on the Facebook page. Perfect, perfect. Catherine, it's Catherine. All right, very cool, very cool. Tina says, hey, Kenny and Catherine. Mika says, hey, Kenny and Catherine. I put the rest of the dough in muffin tins. Oh, wait. What happened? I missed something. Okay, Mika, hi, Kenny, Catherine. Catherine says, catch you later. Okay, have fun at your drawing thing. I think you might already be gone. But if not, have fun at your drawing thing. Okay, Tina read 2 chapters and finished baking the cookies. They taste like Christmas and joy. Oh. I put the rest of the dough in muffin tins, and that's almost done. So, but not like muffins. Really? What do you think? I like it so far. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I thought it was. I think I thought somebody would die more quickly. Or that there would, like, I would know what the mystery was going to, I don't know. I like it though. I'm like totally getting into it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Reese. Hey, Reese. Welcome to the sprints. You're ready to kill a mockingbird. Reese, is it your first time reading this book or are you rereading it? Oh my gosh, To Kill a Mockingbird. A classic. Mika hasn't even finished doing the graphics. Hey, Mika, I got a question about your graphics. So when you do like a book review post, do you draw those photos yourself, those line drawings? Are you drawing that yourself or is it like some clip art or something that you're finding from somewhere? Because they're like super impressive. I mean, if you're drawing them, I'm super impressed with you, but whoever's drawing them, they're very cool. Nobody else with an echo. Is it me echoing? Anybody else? Can anybody else hear me echo? Echo, echo. I haven't changed anything. Is it, can anybody else hear? All right, Kenny's 8% in. All right, is anybody else hearing an echo? Mika's hearing everything twice, which, I mean, most people don't really want to hear me one time, and poor Mika has to hear me twice. Kenny, Tina, Reese, anyone? Hey, Kenny. I like it when a book catches my attention. Is it catching your attention? Death by Chocolate. I'm afraid to talk in case like Mika is hearing me twice. I liked it though. Is this your first time? Is this your first time? I don't want to talk anymore. Is anybody else having an echo? Tina's no echo. Hi, Betty Spaghetti. No echo. No. Can anybody else hear? Mika, leave and come back. Maybe that solves it. Oh my gosh. I don't know. All right. Let me go back to see what I missed. Okay. What are you thinking about your Cozy Misty? Reese is on page 70. Nobody else with an echo. Kenny's at 8%. Okay, cool. Kenny, is this Cozy Mystery, Death by Chocolate, catching your attention? I can't believe you hear an echo. So I am just a song, the dough in my little muffin cupcake. I am just trying the dough. in little muffin cupcake tins just to see how a cookie would be in a cup format. Are you gonna put a scoop of ice cream in the middle of that cup? Because, hello, yum, yum. First time. I saw the play on tour a couple months ago and wanted to read the book. And are you liking it so far? The same. The book feels a little different than most cozy mysteries I read. The vibes are kind of off, but I'm enjoying it so far. Ooh, the vibes are off. Huh. All right, everybody's saying hello, Betty. Poor Mika. Hi, Betty. Betty says hi. No echo. Okay, it did help to go back and come back in. Okay, Mika's gonna try in a different browser. It's better. Okay, good. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm just trying. Tina, you're going too fast. Or you've got too much sugar in your Yes, Mika, I did ask you. I asked you about your drawings, the drawings for your posts. When you post about a book review, there's like line drawings usually as part of that. And do you make those line drawings yourself, or are they clip art that you buy from somewhere? Because like they're really cool and super impressive. Super, super impressive. All right, Kenny, I like it when cozy mysteries just get into the mystery and don't waste time. Yeah, this is my first cozy mystery, and I sort of thought it would get into it quicker. Although then I thought, well, maybe the mystery is, and it is, I guess part of the mystery is the neighbor, Paula. Like, who is she? Is she a battered woman? What's she running from? Whatever, whatever. Like maybe that is the mystery. Maybe this Mackie guy is the mystery. I don't know. I just expected somebody to be dead. All right, Reese is very much enjoying the book. Good. It is a good book. Some cozy mysteries have a murder in chapter 1, but some wait like 25%. Okay, do you think Mackie's dead? I don't know how far everybody is. Well, I do know how far everybody is. How far am I? I am at 22%. All right, so what's chapter 2? What happens at the end of chapter 2? So I'm a little bit ahead of you guys, so I don't want to say anything. I'm getting a Gilmore Girls feel for this book. Really? Like the little small town, everybody knows everybody. Mika, those are really good drawings. I draw them on a drawing tablet. It's an old tablet without a display, so I have to draw on the tablet and watch on the screen. Maybe I'll invest in a new tablet with display. Mika, they're super talented. You're super talented. I love the Gilmore Girls. Reese, you are in the right place. Okay, but Reese, Tina would like to know if you are, oh my gosh, which boy you like. And I can't think of any of their names now. All I can think of is Milo Ventimiglia. Team Jesse or team, what's the other guy's name? I can't think. Mackie is missing and Paula is the mystery. All right. I think that's true too, but Mackie might also be the mystery. I think that dude's dead. I think maybe. Who is he? Who is Mackie? Is he who is he? Who do you think he is? Paul is being like Lorelai and coming into Stars Hollow. I always said there should be a prequel. There should be a prequel, but now her dad is dead, and so they can't do it. I'm not getting a Gilmore Girls vibe, but I think you're ahead of me, Kenny. Yeah, I wasn't getting a Gilmore Girls vibe either until you just said that about like Paula shows up in town with a baby It's pretty much, it is what Lorelai did, right? Although I don't think Lorelai showed up with like a big scar on her face and hiding out of fear. They would have to get a different actor. I guess he could be a younger, because they would be younger. So yeah, I guess the mom and dad couldn't be the same actors because they'd be too old to play their younger selves. All right, Tina's behind both of us, but Tina is the expert on the cozy mystery. I'm suspecting that Mackie is Paula's abusive husband. Except she doesn't know a Mackie, she says. Although when she first let the cop in, the cop said something about Lester Mackey. And then she like shrunk up like she knew something. I'm only 8% in. Okay, so you're about where I was when you arrived in the Sprint. Set it in the 80s. I mean, I would watch it. I love the Gilmore Girls. I would watch it. All right, let's see what Reese says. Jess was better for Rory than Dean. Okay, so yeah. We're all like, nobody's team Dean, right? Maybe people are. I don't know. I might have been at one point. I didn't really like Logan, but Rory just falls for the bad boys. Yeah. Do you think they're going to make, I mean, after the end of the Netflix, the 4 seasons of Gilmore Girls, it sort of ended with like a bomb. Do you think they'll make another one? Like What Happens Now? Maybe not a prequel, but like a Rory story. Okay, Kenny. All right, hear me out. I think Tristan was meant to be Endgame. He was meant to go away to military school and come back. For some reason, they couldn't get the actor back, so they made him Logan. Okay. Okay, it makes sense to me. These are things that happen. I like, what's the guy's name that Milo Ventimiglia plays? God, why can I never remember his name? Jess. Yeah. Why does nobody like Jess? Probably would have liked him better if he came back. I wonder why he didn't come back. I wonder where he actually went. Jess. Yeah. See, it's so weird because Jess, to me, I used to have a friend named Jessica, and we just called her Jess. And so every time I think Jess, I think it's a girl's name. Jess. And I just want to say Milo. I've said this before, but I'm Team Logan, but I do love Jess. All right. I actually saw Jess or Milo, whatever, the real character, the real guy, Milo. I thought he would make a good Atlas for It Ends With Us. Nobody agreed with me. I mean, nobody asked me, so. I didn't like the 4-part series. I couldn't believe that Rory made such bad decisions. She was worth so much more than what she settled with. I didn't care so much about Rory. I was like, why is Lorelai Gilmore doing the wild thing? That like made no sense to me. Yeah, she made the same bad decisions. I never imagined Milo as Atlas, but that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know why I imagined him as Atlas, but ever since I started reading the book, that's who I pictured as Atlas. Suki. I love Suki. And you know what else I love? I love like Lorelai and Suki, how they like were best friends and started, bought the inn and did all of that kind of stuff. If you wanted a famous actor, he would be better than having Blake Lively. I know. I just don't see Blake Lively. as Lily. Yeah, I'm a Suki stan. Yeah, I love Suki. I agree. I named my dog after these people, and they go and change for the worse. Why was Lorelai Gilmore doing Wild? It just made no sense to me. And oh my God, what's the name of her boyfriend in the flannel shirt that owned the diner? I always had like the biggest crush on him, and I can't remember his name. Luke! Betty Spaghetti comes through with Luke. Yes. When I was younger, I always thought Lorelai was in the right, but being older. I kind of on Emily's. Really? Huh. Sometimes Lorelai was a bit of a baby, though. You're right. And Emily sometimes was the mom that knew what she was doing. Luke, Luke, Luke. Yes, I love Luke. I always had like the biggest crush on Luke. Because I was always too old to be like, I was really too old to be on Team Jess because they were much younger than me. I think, I don't know, they seemed much younger than me, so I always had to go for the older ones. I feel like the very first episode of Gilmore Girls I ever watched was the one where Lorelai, I don't know if it's when she gets engaged, but whoever the guy is that left all of those flowers on her front lawn, that guy that she didn't end up marrying, but that's the very first episode I watched, and I was like, oh, this could be a really cool show. I'm going to say something shameful. All right, we're here for it. There have been times I was Team Christopher. Really? Did you think they were going to end up together in the end, Tina, Christopher and Lorelai? I get that Emily was emotionally abusive, but a lot of time Lorelai just picks at her. Yeah, true. But I feel like that's what families do sometimes, right? Like we know how to like get at each other and we just pick. And you're right. If we knew like backstory of what really happened when either they kicked her out or she left because she didn't want to be there, I feel like there was a lot of bad stuff that went down. Obviously. I love Luke. Yeah, me too, Mika. I know. Do you feel like you were too old for like Dean and Jess and Tristan and Logan? Like you were more into Lorelai's love interest? And what did you think about Christopher, Mika? The start of the show, I was very Lorelai. Then I started always trust the mother. Max. Oh my God, Tina, you like know everything about the show. I don't even know this guy's name. I don't know anything about him. All I remember is all of the flowers and thinking, gosh, how romantic. Like what a great show this could be. And then I started watching it. Kenny was Team Max. What did Lorelai do to him? I can't remember any of that. Oh my God, Betty loved Max. Everybody loved Max, and I don't remember him other than that he left all these flowers. Was he on the show for a long time? And like I never like I remember him. I don't remember anything except the flowers. I've only watched the show all the way through once, but I play random episodes every night to go to sleep. So when I originally watched, I didn't want her to be with Christopher. When you originally watched, but maybe now. You can see a lot throughout the show that Emily was trying, and a lot of the time she was very proud of her daughter. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I totally agree with that. I loved Richard. Richard was a great character, and the guy who played him was fabulous. It was perfect. I don't know, perfect casting, but he perfectly embodied Richard. Perfectly. Yeah. I'm generally not that invested in love stories, not fictional ones at least. I know, Mika, I'm like so intrigued that you're into this Gilmore Girls thing because you're like, I don't read romance. She basically let him along, and instead of talking to him about it, she just ran away. Oh, she abandoned Max the night before their wedding. I need to find a character very interesting because I become remotely interested in their love life. Well, Lorelai is very interesting, right? All of them are. All of them are great characters. I love the type of questions and healthy debate of lover A versus lover B. For example, Peeta or Gail or Jacob or Edward. You know, I didn't read any of those Twilight, so I don't know anything about Jacob or Edward at all. Do people have opinions about this? I cannot have a conversation about that. I don't know anything about them. Max was in for half a season, I think. Okay, so I must have come in like at the end of that season. I loved Luke, but he needed a kick in the pants sometimes. Well, men. Also, I prefer to watch the later seasons because Rory's development, leaving her mother's life and trying to find her own. Like when she was in college with the girl, her friend, her roommate. God, why can I not remember anybody's names? And the girl that, what's her name? What's the friend's name that she goes to college with? The super uptight one. Because the actress that plays her is in another show that I was watching on Netflix. Oh, was in How I Got Away with Murder, which is weird to see. I can't remember the girl's name. The blonde girl that was her roommate, the uptight one in college. Nobody remembers her name either. I like how Rory enjoys her. But is trying to find a balance between her mom and her grandparents. Yeah, I kind of was like, it was interesting to see how they showed how they always went over there and they took like how Lorelai didn't want to take money or anything from her mom, but Lorelai was like, but Rory was like, I gotta go to Harvard. Like somebody has to pay for this. Rory was just the worst sometimes. Yeah. Rory was not my favorite. April. No, I don't think it's April. It's Paris. It's Paris. Reese knows. Paris. Yeah, Paris, the roommate. Who's April? All right, let's switch to a different thing. Oh, wait, let's go here. April is Luke's daughter. Yes, okay. Paris says the word, and Kenny says, ooh. All right, let's switch to this. Hunger Games, right? Is that what we're talking about now? Peeta, okay. Mika goes for Peeta because the author used Katniss and Peeta for a very apt portrayal of PTSD. Mostly YA novels completely ignore how traumatized the characters would be. I don't read a lot of YA, but I feel like that is probably true. I feel like that may be true of most novels. Maybe. I'm not really a Hunger Games fan. I'm Team Edward all the way. All right. Hunger Games, okay. I have not read the books. And I tried to watch the movie and it was too scary for me. Not too scary. It was too violent. I couldn't watch it. But I know who you're talking about. Because I kept trying to watch it. So every time I would try to go back, and then I knew there was all of this, like the not love maybe, but relationships thing. And I just like, I knew there was one of those like which boy do you pick? But I couldn't do it. I actually don't even, well, I do know that Katniss won and the other guy won, Peeta. I think Peeta, right? Because then there's sequels. But it was too violent for me. Kids killing kids, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I really want to say something, but it's a bit of a spoiler for Hunger Games. I think you're fine. We've been spoiling Gilmore Girls like no tomorrow. Yeah. I'm never gonna watch Hunger Games. I can't take it. It's too much for me. Does anybody mind if Reese spoils Hunger Games for anyone? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Betty didn't feel much for Peeta in the movies. Just recently read the book. Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, so I haven't read the books or seen the movie. I keep saying that 100 times. We'll have a books versus movie. Okay, Kenny says say it. I also thought Peeta was a stupid name. Then I realized his family made bread, like pita bread. All right, Tina's okay with the spoiler. Okay, in Hunger Games, teens are forced to kill or be killed. Yeah, I didn't like that. So it made sense that even after the happy end, the author shows instances of them struggling. Was it a happy end? Like Peeta has to grip something and hold on until the flashbacks pass. Peeta dropping baby bombs, Gale dropping bombs on what? Is this the spoiler? I am Team Peeta. Peeta dropping I don't even know what any of that means. Well, I know what dropping bombs on babies means. That's terrible. All right, so you're Team Peeta. All right, if you guys had done book and movie, because then I thought, well, maybe I could read the book. Like maybe the books, like seeing the film, maybe is just too graphically violent for me, and maybe reading the books would be different. I don't know. If you've read books and seen the movie, tell me what you think. Yeah, happy end. So happy end means like the good guy wins, but it's not really happy. Is that what that means? I need to find these books and read them because the more I hear about them, the more intrigued I am. Yeah. That's deep. Gale I don't know who Gale is. It doesn't matter. Yeah. And was this in the very first book / movie? Or was this like in one of the other ones? I don't know how many movies there are. 3? I don't know. Plus, they did a prequel book for the villain. Who's the villain? No, I keep at, oh, who's it? I don't know anything about this. And you're going to say a name and I'm going to be like, I don't know who that is. For me, the books are even harder to stomach. Okay. Some of the contestants are very, very young. Yeah, that's what killed me at the beginning of the movie, was that little girl. What was her name? The little girl, I don't know anybody's name today. God, I feel like my grandfather. I can't think of anybody today. I don't want to read that. I hated him in the original books. Snow. Oh, President Snow is the villain. Speaking of books versus movies. Okay. When I was younger, I read Where the Red Fern Grows in class and I sobbed. But we watched the movie after and the teacher was a bit upset we didn't cry. Rue was the little girl's name. Reese, I'm surprised that you read Where the Red Fern Grows in class and you never read, what are you reading now with Scout? My God, it's like my brain doesn't work today. What are you reading now with Scout? And Atticus Finch. What's the name of that book? I can't believe you didn't read that book in school. I'm always a sucker for finding out a villain's origin story. I agree. I'm always intrigued by that. And with that said, I have not watched any of the Joker movies. I don't know why. The little black girl. Yeah. That caused such a shitstorm because suddenly white fans were like, what? They made Rue black. Now I don't like it anymore. Is she black in the book? I don't know why people are so mad at black characters, at black actors being cast in movies. I honestly, I don't understand the whole Ariel, Little Mermaid thing. I had never heard this about Rue, but I'm like, why? I was fuming at the mouth at people saying they found it not sad anymore because Rue was black. Yeah, I had not ever heard that. But maybe it's because I blocked all Hunger Games stuff out because I couldn't handle it. I teach middle and ugly cry and where the red fern grows. The kids look forward to me crying at a book. Oh my gosh. So, Betty, do you also teach the Atticus Finch book? Or is that too young for middle? Or too old for middle? What is the name of this book? Atticus Finch and Scout. It's the book Reese is reading for this. I got to scroll back because that's going to drive me crazy that I can't remember this book, the name of this book. I can't remember anything today. Reese. Scrolling. I passed it. Kill a Mockingbird. Yes, To Kill a Mockingbird. God. Oh my gosh. She was described with tanned skin. Kenny heard it. My grandma used to be a teacher, and her assistant would always leave her with the worst part of the book. I gotta look up that book, To Kill a Mockingbird. Yes, thank you, Betty. Thank you, Reese. Oh my gosh. Okay, Kill a Mockingbird. I've read the book and seen the movie. I think we read the book in high school. And then I saw the movie like later when I was in a whole Gregory Peck phase. When I thought Gregory Peck was like the most handsome actor in the history of acting and apparently a very nice guy. So yeah, I watched the book and read, but I haven't read the book. I watched the book. I don't think I've read the book since high school. I'm curious if I read it now, what I would think. I don't know. All right. I feel like we should keep reading because we could sit here and talk forever, but we got reading to be doing. So how about we do, so if we do a short one, if we do like a 25-minute sprint, that'll get us to the top of the hour once again. So we could do 25, or we could do, I can't do math right now. We could go until like a quarter after, which would be a 35. They use it in higher grade because they talk about racial issues and they think it's more appropriate for older kids. Middle kids can talk about those things, but not as articulately. All right. Yes. Tina says, yes, let's keep reading. Tina, are you back to Outlander? Did you hear they banned A Court of Mist and Fury? No, I haven't. I didn't hear it. Have any of you read Go Set a Watchman? No, I haven't. Have you read that, Mika? The first draft of To Kill a Mockingbird. Have you read it? like the prequel, the first draft. Like, no, I haven't read it. Anybody read it? Go set a Watchmen. They didn't ban the rest of it. That's because the people that are banning books don't have any idea what they're banning. Like, I don't think they've ever read any of these books. They have no idea. What's going on with my hair? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Did anybody read the book, oh, Betty did. Read it and hated it. Why? I heard they banned Court of Mist and Fury. In my opinion, it's the least inappropriate book in the series. That's funny. I was laughing so hard. It just shows they're just reacting to shit. They're idiots. Yeah, it is funny. It's like, oh, let's ban this book. But I'm like, okay, there's 100 books that are way worse than that are apparently completely fine. I don't think I don't know. Just don't let your kid read it. You don't have to read it. Don't let your kid read it. Although I guess if it's assigned reading in high school, which a lot of these books should be assigned reading, which means I guess the kids would have to read them. But because they talk about things that are important for kids to talk about, right? So it's a little bit, I don't know. I have not read it. There was a lot of talk about elder abuse because the author was not really of sound mind anymore, it seems. And suddenly the publisher published the first draft. I loved it when I was not as interested in it now. Oh boy, I just got a whole bunch of stuff. People wonder if she really wanted it published. She always said she did not want to write or publish anything else. Do you think they needed the money and so they published it? All right, Tina's going to keep going with Outlander. My parents put up a blow-up pool yesterday and kept it up, so I'm going to get in there and read. Is it hot where you are? She's going to sit in the pool. You had one bad book in a series, so Mist and Fury is bad, but a book where pregnancy appears and a lot of sex is okay. Yeah. Well, it's not the sex that people are afraid of, right? Scout's dad, who was a hero. Oh, what? That was the prequel? Atticus Finch is a member of the KKK. Well, that's a surprise. I would not have seen that coming. At least that's how I read it. Ooh, it's like 80 degrees, which in like Celsius is what, like 27, maybe 26 Celsius, 27. So it's warm. It's warm enough to be in the pool. All right. Why don't we go until a quarter after? That's about 37 minutes. Does that sound good for everybody? 37 minutes of reading till about a quarter after. Yeah, I'll set my alarm. I'm going to get back to my death by chocolate, which means I'll be zooming ahead of you guys, but that's all right. All right, 37 minutes. Everybody's okay? Tina, how did your cookies come out? Good. Mika's thumbs up. Reese says it sounds good. Kenny sounds good. Betty says she's coming back. She's going for lunch. All right, Betty, come back when you're done with lunch. And yeah, I'll see you guys in 37 minutes. All right, ciao, ciao. Oops, start. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh my gosh, the book is getting good, you guys. All right. Buffy, Muffy, Tuffy, whatever her name is. Yeah, yeah. Betty's back. Dog sitting, and he wanted to sit outside, so I shall continue working. All right, very cool. I'm on chapter 4, so I'm a chapter behind. All right, Kenny, where are you now? Did you get to chapter 5? Hey, Skylar. Are you still here, Sky? All right, let's see. Went from page 38 to 50 and was in the pool while listening to the audiobook of Outlander, right? So, she's got like 2 lifelines, 2 love lines, 2, she's got 2 of something. Chapter 5 now, but I'm going to head off for dinner. So I will talk to you later. All right, Kenny. When I originally came outside, it was kind of overcast, but now it's getting sunny. And I don't know how I feel about it. No? Sunny is better than overcast, right? Especially if you're at the pool. All right. This book is good, Tina. I mean, I don't know if it's like a typical cozy mystery, but like I'm so curious about what is happening. And what I like about it is that it isn't scary. It's like that kind of mystery where I have to be like, okay, what's happening next? What's going to happen next? What's going on? I have no idea what's going on. Yeah. And it's like light enough that I'm not even trying to think that deeply about what is possibly going on. Like, I'm just sort of like, okay, that's interesting. Okay. It is like Angela Lansbury. You're right. This is like the kind of mystery that I could be starring in my little town, right? Is that how you feel about these little cozy mysteries? Like, I don't think anybody's dead yet. I don't think. It's not like I don't know. I'm not in warm weather or a sun girl, but I enjoy the water. Now, is this pool like a baby pool, or is it like a blow up above ground pool, like 3 feet high? What kind of pool are we talking here? Is this like a baby pool, or like for for, I don't know, kids, grown-ups? It's a blow up pool. Yes, Outlander. I'm at the start of chapter 3. So the last thing I read was her going through the stones, going through time. Okay. All right. It is starting. Wow, that happened sooner than I thought, chapter 3. Cool. Very cool. Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous that you are reading this for the first time. Reese, have you read Outlander? Have you read the Outlander books? Skylar, are you still here? Have you read the Outlander books? It's a baby pool. It's 6 by 3 crossed and 1.5 foot deep. All right. So it's just like big enough that you can sit in it and like stretch your legs out. That's enough. That's good enough. And you're not afraid you're going to get electrocuted with your audiobook. I know that seems strange, but I suppose it could happen. I don't know. Anyway, water. I suppose it's not electricity. It's your phone. It's on your phone, probably, your audiobook. Phone battery. I don't know. Reese, have you read Outlander? Oh, I've heard of them, but never read them. They are, I don't want to say my favorite books in the world, but maybe. It's definitely my favorite series. And it's definitely, they're books that I read and reread and reread and reread. And every time another book comes out, I reread and reread and reread. And the books are way better than the Netflix. Have you watched the Netflix? I have my AirPods and I'm laying on my stomach. Laying on your stomach in the pool? Trying not to let my ears go under. Yeah. See, so it is really, yeah, 6 feet long. I guess you could lay on your stomach and be totally like, I guess 80 is kind of hot. Well, don't get burned. You have on the sunscreen. I'm an old woman and I have learned the importance of sunscreen. Like my entire body is full of like age marks because of the sun. Yeah, sun damage. It's all sun damage everywhere. All on my arms, all on my chest, all on my like forehead and my face. Yeah, everywhere. Sun damage, sun damage, sun damage. Oh well, I'll never be Miss America. I got up to exactly page 100 before, so I can't wait to get past that. All right, so are you remembering stuff that's happening as you read it? It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, it's really, really good. Tina, have you watched the Netflix show? I think there's a new season out now, but they're way behind the books. On the Netflix show, they're way behind the books. So I don't know whether they're gonna like. I don't know I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do to ever catch up to the books. She's writing book 10 right now, but it takes a long time to write because there's so much history and everything. I haven't watched the show, but I'm planning on it. All right. Yeah, the books are so much better. Like, so much better, especially now that you're getting into the way past. Like, you really do get this feel for like how dirty everybody is and how much like hygiene is not a thing. Like that is what I remember from the first time reading the book. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I couldn't handle going back in time because I wouldn't know like hygiene. I couldn't do it. Could not do it. Does the show spoil the books in terms of season to books? I feel like the seasons of the show don't follow the seasons of the books. And they skip so much of what happens in the books. I don't know if it spoils things because there is so much more in the books. But I can't really say because I read all the books multiple times, all the books that had come out before they even started making the Netflix show, which is why I knew. I was like, why this Netflix stuff? It's going fast. Like so much is missing. Once I finish book 1, I can watch season 1, or should I wait? I think you're probably safe watching season 1 after you read book 1. Yeah, and I wonder what you'll think. Do you know what the characters look like in the Netflix series already? I'm sure you do, right? You know what they look like? Because I didn't picture Jamie looking like Sam Heughan at the time. Like when it very first came out, I was like, oh, he's Jamie? And like, he's a good looking guy. And he like now, so after the show came out, every time then that I've read the books since then, Sam Heughan is who I picture as Jamie, but he was not who I pictured when I first read the books. Claire, I definitely pictured the same way as she is in the film, but Jamie, I didn't picture him that way. Yeah. Oh gosh, book 10. Yeah, it was originally when she first wrote the books, it was planned out as like a 10-book series. And book 9 came out, I want to say like 2 Novembers ago. Because it takes her like years to write these books. Yeah, you've got a long way to go to catch up. Probably if you started reading them, maybe book 10 will be out right on time for you to like read all of them in a row. Because now like when book 10 comes out in a year or 2 years, I'm going to have to go back through and read them all again, which is what I've done every single time a new book came out. I would go back and read all the books again. And I think the first time I read them, there were only like maybe 6 books out, 5 or 6. So yeah, I've read them all a few times and I don't ever get sick of them. My iPad is not liking the hot weather. Yeah, I'm always afraid to take my tablet out when it's super hot in the sun. I'm imagining the show actors in the book. Okay, good. That will make it easier. I mean, and like Sam Heughan's a good looking guy, but I think I pictured Jamie bigger. I mean, Sam's a big guy, but I pictured Jamie bigger for some reason. You should make a book talk post about Outlander. Yeah? Go back and do all of them again so I can update as I read. All right, I will. I will make a separate one for Outlander. Yes, and then you can write in there as you read, and then we can talk about the stuff that happens. And I won't like say anything until you say something, and then I'll talk about what you said. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it in the Facebook group. I'll put it in there. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Reese, gotta start reading this book so we can all talk about it. Hey Reese, where are you from? Where do you live? I'm in Portugal. Tina's in the US. Tina's in Kentucky. Are we the only ones that are still here? Me, Tina, and Reese. Mika went to have dinner, I think. Kenny went to have dinner. Skylar, are you still here? Is Skylar here? I don't know who's here. I don't know, Tina, or not Tina. Mika went to have dinner, and it's making me want to have dinner. Texas. Reese is from the great state of Texas. All right, very cool. Mika's here. Okay, good. Good. How's your drawing and posting and blogging going, Mika? Are you getting stuff done? Did you go to have dinner or did Kenny go to have dinner? Somebody went to go have dinner. And when I read it, I was like, oh, dinner. Probably you. Well, it could be Kenny too. Yeah, and Mika's in Germany. All right, so we got 2 Americans, 2 Europeans on the line. Reese is not in the Summer Challenge Book Club. Reese, you should be. You're coming in late, but you're coming in hot. So Reese, I'm hosting a summer reading challenge / book club. We have a private Facebook group and we do monthly Zooms. We started at the beginning of June and the challenge part was 12 books in 13 weeks. So 12 books before the end of August. But if you want to join and you're joining late, you can do, can you maybe do 12 books by the end of August? Maybe. That would be optimistic. Just do like a book a week. So I think we're in week 5 now. We're heading into week 6 tomorrow. So if you do 6 books or 7 books before the end of August, yeah, if you want to do it, I'll put the link. figtreeboutique.com summer 2023, thefigtreeboutique.com summer. So there's a link if you go there, if you want to. And Skylar too, if Skylar's still here or whoever is here, I don't know. That's not part of the summer reading challenge. I feel like it's everyone. You can sign up there and I'll send you how to get into the Facebook group. And then you'll be on the email list so that I can send you the links for the monthly Zooms. So we had the June Zoom that sort of turned into a lot of Colleen Hoover talk. And then the July Zoom, we'll try not to, right now, I think it's just Tina, you and me doing Outlander. I don't know that anyone else has done it or wants to do it, but I'm obsessed by it. I don't know. Maybe Allison. I keep trying to talk Allison into it. But yeah, Reese, if you want to start Outlander, come and join our summer reading challenge, and I'll send you the link for the Facebook group. And I'm going to start a thread, not tonight, probably. I need to do, tomorrow morning, I'll start an Outlander thread. And then Tina, you can update and we'll chit chat about it. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll get other people to join in on it too. Maybe. I don't know. They're big books. So it's a big commitment. You got to like be committed to do it. So I don't know. We'll see who does it. But yeah, Tina, I'll put a thread in. Had to fill my husband. Oh, and he was pretty down about it. Thomas was there. Oh, Mika, tell us this story. This is like one of the love stories that you're into, right? Is this a romantic story? It's true. Why is Thomas the reason that you met your husband? I bet this is a good story. Oh yeah, there's my link. Nice, off topic. I love your fan. Thank you. A friend of mine went to Spain and brought it back for me because he knows that I'm always having these hot flashes. And so he knows that I will like use this fan all the time. And I do. And look how big it is. It's like a lot bigger than the other fan. Oh, you know what? I should do it this way. This is prettier and you can't see the wooden parts. But I always feel like a bit like a Spanish conquistadores when I'm using this fan. Like I should be wearing something with my boobs like pushed out the top and being like all, whatever people with the fans do. But it does give a nice breeze because it's so big. It gets like my whole body when I really do this. It's good. It's good. I was worried about it at first because of the lace and everything. I was like, oh, this is more just like a pretty fan. But no, it's pretty and functional. Oh, all right. I'm waiting for Mika's story. I hope she's typing. I hope. Reese, do you like time travel books? Reese, do you make videos on YouTube? Because I just made a video today that I'm going to put up this weekend with the mid-year book freakout tag, and I'll tag you if you do videos too, and you can do one unless you've already been tagged. Maybe you've already been tagged. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here's the story. Long story. I was a huge fan of Thomas's band. After I was diagnosed with MS, I spent the day at one of their concerts, thinking that I could find my peace with whatever life would be like now. Oh, I was thinking this was going to be the end of her story. All right, Tina, I'm not a big fan of time travel books, or at least from a concept without actually reading them. They seem kind of confusing and complicated. I don't know if I read many time travel books before Outlander, or maybe I just I didn't realize maybe I didn't read any great time travel books before Outlander, but Outlander really got me hooked on that whole genre. As long as it's not, well, yeah, pretty much. I like that time travel. I was going to say, as long as it's not cheesy, but even the cheesy ones, I'm okay with it. Reese hasn't read many, but she's interested in them. Oh, you don't post. Okay, well, that's all right. Okay. Mika's at the concert, spending the whole day. After that, I had a solid year where I couldn't do much. Hardly move. Was in a wheelchair for a while. Wow, so it got really, really bad. Okay, and then what? Are you in a wheelchair now? If you are, I didn't notice at the Zoom. Then I went to one of their concerts again. barely being able to keep myself on my feet with my walking cane. The drummer spotted me, jumped off the stage, and said, "Well, that won't do. Hang on, I'll get you a chair." Is the drummer Thomas? Drummer's the singer. Drummer. Thomas is the lead singer, right? The drummer spotted after the concert, Stefan or Steven, and I talked for many hours. That's the drummer. And he introduced me to the rest of the band. Okay. Is your husband in the band? No, I'm jumping ahead. Let Mika tell the story. I love this, that like you have been like following this band for years, and now you're like hanging out with the band. Now you're a groupie, Mika. Is the drummer your man? Is the drummer your man? Are you like married to the band now? Mika's like, just let me tell the story. Thomas and I immediately hit it off. Okay, who's Thomas? Is he like, oh, Thomas is the lead singer, I think. Okay, I immediately hit it off. And afterwards, we spent a lot of time chatting and writing emails. And ever after they got me backstage passes to their concerts. Mika, you definitely became like a groupie. Wow. All right, all right. So you're hanging out with the band. And then I was like, yes, Reese, yeah. And she doesn't like romance novels. Okay, no, my husband is not in the band. He's a friend of Thomas's. Oh, and at first he gave me the skeptical side eye because he thought you were a groupie. He thought you were after the band. But you were like, no, I just really like their music. All right, so you're hanging out with the band. You meet the husband. But then we talked, and the rest is history. Oh my gosh, how long ago was that? How long have you known each other? Like how many years ago was that you met? Yeah, this is Mika. This is like, I feel like, Colleen Hoover could write a romance novel about this story, and you would have to read it because it's your story. I can't believe you don't like romance. Well, maybe if you're like living a nice romance like this, you don't want to read other people's romances because yours is good. 13 years ago. Oh my gosh. And then you were supposed to go to another concert of theirs this weekend. And oh, I hope Thomas will be okay. Is it all the same band, the same drummer, the same everybody as it was 13 years ago? Very cool. Very, very, very cool. All right, so I'm looking at the time. And I'm wondering if we should do another reading sprint, another sprint. 20 till, let's see. The awful thing was, for about a year, Claudius and I met in every concert, and then we realized, okay, wait, Claudius is your husband, and you would go to every concert, and then you live at different ends of Germany. Okay, so then what happened? How did you end up getting together? Because that's what, like, it's 8 hours to drive back and forth to each other's houses. I mean, Germany's not a giant country, but it's not small. You live at different ends of Germany. So you were like dating at the concerts, but then you've got to figure out like how to see each other at more than concerts, right? I don't have to go to the grocery store, and my writing thing doesn't start up again until, oh, you know what? It might start up next week. I got to look at my calendar. But yeah, I don't have to write. I don't have to go to writing club today, and I don't have to go to the grocery store today because I had to go to the store 2 days ago to get the cookie stuff. So when I was there, I made sure that I had stuff to cook for dinner. And I think tonight I'm going to make like some baked ziti, although it's a bit late for baked ziti. So maybe it'll just be ziti not baked. We had a long distance relationship for 3 years, basically meeting in a concert or on weekends. And then you moved to where he lived. Very cool. And then you got married and you're living happily ever after. So far. Oh. So this would have been 25 years for the band and 13 years for you guys. Good story. That's a good story. I like it. All right, then let's do one more. Let's do just like a 30-minute one, right? Let's do 30 minutes. And we'll start it at 1:45 and we'll go until 1/4 after. And then we've got a little bit of time to like wrap up and say goodbye without having to rush away. Does that sound good to everybody? 30 minutes. Mika, what are you doing on this one? Are you still working or are you going to read? Tina, what are you doing? Are you going to read? Reese, what are you doing? You're going to read? Mika, that's literally so romantic. Yeah, it is. It's a good story. 13 years is an amazing amount of time to be with someone. Congratulations. It is, Mika. It's really cool. The funny thing is sometimes Thomas sends us texts like, love you. And then we don't know who he means. I think he means both of you. I think he means the idea of you. I love you. I think this is a great, like, I love it. It was really like living in a romance novel. Yeah, it sounds like it. All right, Reese says, yeah, let's do 30. Tina's going to keep going with Outlander. Reese, are you still reading To Kill a Mockingbird? I'm still going to keep going with Death by Chocolate because it's getting to be really good. I'm like almost at the halfway mark, right? So we're getting to the point where the plot is thickening. Yeah. All right. So I got 30 minutes. And let me change the banner here to say, oh no, it's the same thing. We're going to go until about 15 minutes after the hour. All right. Reese is still chugging along. All right. So let's go for another 30 minutes. And yeah, I'll see you guys at 1/4 after. Start. All right. We're going. Okay, that went like super fast. It really went fast. Okay. Oi. This book is like something different happens in like every chapter. Okay, where are we at here? Okay. Let's see. Tina, I'm at page 61. We've officially met Jamie. Oh. He seems injured. Yes. Now I remember him being injured. Yes. It really did. It went fast, right? Yeah, it was a fast 30 minutes. When my alarm went off, I was like, whoa, all right. But then I'm looking up and it got quite a bit darker in my house too. I mean, it's 8:16. And the sun is on that side of the building. Oops, didn't realize the sprint and start the page 68. Huh? What? What are you saying, Tina? What's happening? Didn't realize the sprint and it started the page 68. Oh, I'm on page 68. You started on page, huh? I got sucked into the void of watching Thomas videos on YouTube. Oh, you're missing your friend. So many typos, sorry. Didn't realize the sprint ended, got to page 68. All right, so has Claire mended him? I'm using speech to text. It's awful. Oh, I remember you guys, you and Mika talking about this like months ago. And the speech to text was working really good, but now it doesn't understand you anymore. This book is, I was like, okay, I need to look at this. You said it's so good. Okay, I was like, does that say it's no good? No, it's so good. I know it is so good. Like, honestly, I first, like, a lawyer that I used to work with recommended it to me. I was going on vacation, I think, over Thanksgiving weekend. I was going to Mexico. And I was like looking for book recommendations. And I don't know, I had a mediation or something. And I was with this lawyer and I was like, okay, what should I read? What's a good book to read? She was like, have you read the Outlander series? And I was like, no, I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. She was like, oh my God, you have to read it. So I downloaded them all on my Kindle before I left for Mexico. And I probably started reading the book on the plane. And I basically never stopped reading for like 5 days. Yeah, I like never stopped reading. I could not stop. Much like Mika being unable to stop watching the Thomas videos. I probably should stop watching their funeral song. I don't know what that means, but it sounds depressing. Yes, you should stop watching anything that's like funerally. Watch some of their happy, upbeat stuff. What's the name of their band? We can all look. Claire has mentioned to him that they're on a horse and he's just wrapped her in his kilt. Oh my God. I know. To keep her warm. The kilt has many functions. I mean, it's mended him. Yes, Claire has mended him. Claire has just mentioned. No, Claire has mended him and they're on a horse, right? Because Dougal is like, we got to get out of here. We are fugitives from the law or something. I don't know. Yeah, and it's freezing because it's the middle of the night in Scotland. And she's just wearing her like day dress, which is totally inappropriate in the 18th century. Mended him. Yeah. I used to only really really, 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 really short romances, only like really short romances. But recently I've been loving, see, I'm getting better at your translating. Recently I've been loving longer and more emotional romances. Well, this is a very long and very emotional romance that you are involved in now with Jamie and Claire. And steamy. Be prepared for some steamy. It's possible though you already got some steamy with Frank, but Frank is not very steamy. Jamie is steamy. Sorry about the typos. I know. I'll try to read them without the typos. Their songs are all German and their music doesn't really work if you don't understand the lyrics. And I won't understand the lyrics. Honestly, I don't understand a lot of lyrics, even when the songs are in English. Except Taylor, I usually understand most of her lyrics. I gotta tell you. So Taylor Swift is coming to Lisbon and they're doing like a lottery, right? A lottery for her tickets or to buy her tickets, like a lottery to like, instead of it just being a complete free for all, there's a lottery to get into the website, right? You have to get picked to be the first people to like flood the website and buy everything up. So I signed up for the lottery and I'm just waiting. I think it said they were releasing the first round of tickets on July 11th, maybe. So I have to figure out like if I get in that first round and I'm able to buy tickets. I have no idea how much they're going to be. And so I have to think, how much am I actually willing to pay? And the other thing that actually, now that I think about it, before that day even comes, I need to look and see if I can book a hotel room in Lisbon or if the hotel rooms are already completely booked out once she announced. Anyway, Taylor is coming to Lisbon. And dance later on my driveway thinking about how adorable they are. Adorable and steamy, Tina. Steamy. The typos won't stop. I'm dancing around my driveway thinking about how adorable they are. Yes, I went to her concert. Did you? I mean, I keep watching these videos on YouTube that people keep posting of her concert. And I'm like, I have to stop watching this. This is such a waste of my time to just be scrolling through the exact same Taylor Swift concert videos. But I'm like, God, how much would I really pay? I mean, I'm not going to pay $1,000. I'm not going to pay $500. I don't know. So I need to figure this out before the time comes because, yeah. It's going to be one of those you have to act now kind of situations, right? Oh, Tina, it's getting very steamy with Jamie. Just you wait. You're going to be, remember what I said about hygiene? You're going to be like gagging, but like, not like you're going to be like, okay, this is hot. But again, hygiene, like, yeah. So it gets steamy. Frank seems like a nerd, but Jamie is adorable and steamy. Yay. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so jealous that you are just reading this for the first time. Yeah. I'm jealous. Now you're making me want to go back and read it all again. I can't. I got too much to read this month. And next month. Yeah, next month. You know what? Do I have too much to read this month? Maybe not. My sister almost paid $800 a ticket, but her card wouldn't go through multiple times and it wouldn't work. And then she got a ticket for $200 each. I would pay $200. I would definitely pay $200. I would definitely pay $250. I might even pay $300. I don't know that I would pay more than $300 though. I certainly would not pay $800. Whew. I think YouTube deleted my last comment because it came off as advertisement for the band. Ah. Can you put it in like 4 different posts? Like, I don't know how many words are in the name of the band. But do like 4, like if the band is called Taylor Swift, like do Taylor in one post, Swift in another. I would really like to see the Eras tour. God, it would be fun to go in Lisbon. I do. When we finish like saying goodbye here, I'm gonna look up and see if there are like what the price of hotel rooms are in Lisbon on the night that she's in concert. Because there's no way I'll have to stay over. I can't get there and come back the same night. I don't have a car and there are no trains or buses. I basically had to search for Shand. Oh my gosh. Okay. How do I copy this? Shandamal. Official. Oh, that did help. It did help. All right. How do I? I don't want to put you in timeout. I'm not putting you in timeout. Okay, let me open and think. Sean Mall. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Maybe. Oh, official music video. I see it. Is that it? Can you hear that? Is this the funeral song? This is very fun. Can you hear that? There's a drummer. Is that it? You can hear it. They wrote every They turned her very positive letter she left to be read on her funeral into a song. Ooh. Mika, I'm gonna stop it because Mika, this is a very cool band that you like became friends with. Oh no, now I'm echoing for Tina. Mika, am I echoing for you too? All right, let me close that. I could see why I would be echoing now because I had another YouTube like channel open and it might like YouTube doesn't want me echoing. Okay. So yeah, that's why I think I was echoing then because I had the other YouTube channel open. Before, I don't know why I was echoing. No. It's a cool band, Mika, that you're friends with. Oh my gosh. I hope like Tommy gets better. I hope that everything is fine with him. But I got to see the drummer in the video and Thomas. And who's the violin. They have a violin player, and they have like a, I don't know what this instrument is because it was not a clarinet or a flute. It's skinny. It's some kind of like cool instrument. This is a cool band. Yes, Tina, look up the band. They're very cool. It looks, they have a very cool video. Although it does sound sad. I don't know what they're saying. I could probably Google the lyrics and translate them, and maybe I will. I don't know. All right. I think it's time to say goodbye. 8:30 my time. I got to go make my unbaked ziti. I don't have time to bake it. I'm too hungry. I don't have time to bake it. I got to just like boil it on the stove and mix it all together. Yeah. So yes, Tina, look up the band. I will put the Outlander book thread in the Facebook group. The one with the violin was Anna. Oh, she's not with the band anymore. And the other lady is Bridget, and she's great. Yeah. Oh, Anna's no longer there. She's moved on to something else. Ooh, I'm hot all of a sudden. They have tons of very silly songs too. All right, I'll look them up again and look for like a silly song. Maybe I'll subscribe to their channel. Maybe I'll go to a concert and meet the man of my dreams. And then I can tell a romantic story at our reading sprints. Thank you for the sprints. Hope you have a good dinner. See you next week. And in the Facebook group, yes, yes, yes. Enjoy your pool day. Mika, I don't know if you're going to keep working on your social media and blog stuff, but if so, good luck. And I'll see you guys in the Facebook group. I'll see you guys. Anna was 15 when she started. Oh yeah, 20 years with the band. You got to try other things. That's a long time. All right, Reese, see you next time. Hopefully we do this every Wednesday, same time, same bat time, same bat channel, whatever. So hopefully we'll see you next week or some other week. It was nice to have you here. All right. I'll see you guys. Bye, Mika. Bye, Tina. Bye, Reese. Bye, Kenny, who's not here anymore. And Skylar. See you next time. Bye.